Hi, I'm Lizzie Henry.
And I'm Kaylee Bizzaro.
And this is 10 Books to Read. This is the show where we tell you 10 books that we really like and we think that you should read. Today's theme for 10 Books You Should Read is books that keep you up at night. Now, we don't mean scary books, we mean really good books. Alright, so this book is Poison Study. Poison Study is the story about a girl who has been sentenced to death for killing a man. There's a choice before her. She can either become the next food taster or choose death. This story is all about her choice and the events that follow.
My first book is called Murder on the Rocks. Which takes place on a small island called Cranberry Island, and there's an innkeeper named Natalie, and she's not exactly famous, but the people around Cranberry Island know her best for her baking. And well, they're trying to what they're trying to do is they're trying to keep a business from plowing through their land and putting in a resort, and they're trying to save these species of birds. But unfortunately, at the meeting in the beginning of the book, it doesn't go through. And the next day, the man who owns the business for the resort is found dead by Natalie, and she's accused of killing the man. But she knows she didn't do it. But everything and everyone is against her. So the book is really about her having to go through her life and having to own an inn, but still trying to keep herself from getting locked in jail for something she didn't do.
Blue Bloods is about New York City, where there are a lot of rich families that can trace their roots back to the Mayflower. Now, the really interesting part about all these people are that they are all vampires. And when a young vampire is murdered, all the blood, all the life is sucked from her body, they know that there's a creature out there that's hunting vampires. And the big thing is, what is it?
My next book is basically a series. I'm sure everyone here knows it, but I really do enjoy talking about it. This book series is a pretty good favorite, Harry Potter. Now,
alright, so I wanted to touch upon Artemis Fowl. Great classic. If you haven't read it, read it. Basically, Artemis Fowl is this 12-year-old genius who plans to take over the world someday and make a lot of money in doing so. There's a whole series, and the newest book came out, I think, maybe May. Really cool, adventurous book. It's great for all ages. So,
my next book is actually the Chicken Soup books. Now, it's not fictional, it's true stories, submitted by actual people. Now, I've really enjoyed reading these books because they've actually really helped me a lot. They've taught me about many different scenarios that so far I've only really ever read about in the newspaper or in fictional stories. But those books definitely show that what happens out there is what really happens. It's real life, it's happening, it's happened before, and it's definitely affecting these people.
Alright, so these books are, again, really good. They're also vampires again.
Of course. Big thing now.
Yes, big thing. So they're the Vampire Diaries. Now, they were written a while ago, but they've really come back with the boom of Twilight and all vampire books. Now, the Vampire Diaries is about this girl named Elena who, she's in high school, and there's these two new boys who come to her. There's this one new boy that comes to her school named Stefan, and she finds out they're a real secret. They're vampires. There's 4 books in all, and they're really good, and they just came out as a TV show on the CW, so watch it, read it.
My next book has already been touched upon by Lizzie. How did I say Lily? I don't know. But this book has been touched upon by Lily.
Lizzie has been touched on by Lizzie before.
But she suggested it to me, and I loved it. I really could not put it down. I was awake till maybe 12 o'clock at night finishing it. The book was And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie. Now, this book, in the very beginning, there's a poem, The 10 Little Indians, and there are 10 people on an island that have been sent there by who knows, really.
And they're all stranded on the island.
They're all stranded. No one's going to come there.
And one by one.
Yeah, I know. And one by one, they all start to die. Exactly as the poem happens.
Okay. So I've got one last book for me called Great and Terrible Beauty. It's an amazing book, okay? I didn't know that I would love the Victorian times until I read about them. Although girls didn't have as much power as they do now in the social life today, they were amazing, the spirit of people. Okay, so basically it's about this girl named Gemma whose mother is killed by this mysterious Circe's assassin in India. And she goes to England to a finishing school called Spence, where she finds that she can enter realms from a secret group called the Order. So read it and find out all about it.
Maybe we should cut down.
Okay.
My last book is another series called The Kindaiichi Files. And what happens is there's this boy who is who's putting himself across as somebody that he's not. He's put out as someone who's not exactly the smartest guy, but in fact he's actually a genius. And he enjoys solving mysteries like his grandfather, I believe it is. And the whole series is about him solving mysteries. And a lot of the times the people are killed by swords and being stabbed.
Cut.
Not the phone! You don't touch the phone!
Thank you for watching. I might have to get a new co-host. Bye.